My search for allies in Debrillion's aristocracy has been interesting. Got an offer from a lesser baron. What a piece of work. Guy must think I'm an idiot. Took 2 minutes to verify he's a spy for the king. He was baiting me into a trap.
You know what I like to do with traps? Turn them against whoever set them.
Just one more thing we have in common. I sent the spy a phony meeting request from Nar Shaddaa. He's sending friends to help me. They're in for a surprise. Couple of Hutts owe me a favor. They promised to record the whole thing. I'll send the king a copy.
I have a name.
A Kavi?
Not me. I know whose order Moff Tyrek signed. To execute my clan, it was sent by Imperial Major Stan Wu. I've heard of him. He is a liaison between the Empire and hired bounty hunters. I will kill him.
Yeah, I figured you weren't gonna stop with the scolding.
The Major is hiring the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. I will go there and present myself as one of them. Once I secure a meeting with Major Stan Wu, all that's left is to pull the trigger.
There's another step after that. Get the blazes off Nar Shaddaa before the Empire catches you.
This is not my first execution. I always leave myself an exit. If we do not see each other again, retursia me.
You made it back alive. I assume the Imperial wasn't so lucky?
That sniveling worm was no more the architect of my clan's destruction than Moff Tyrek was. I left him alive, wallowing in his disgrace. Major Stan Wu ordered the execution because of lies told to him by another Mandalorian, Tayari Rook. The true crime rests with him.
That must have been one whopper of a lie to get your whole clan wiped out.
Rook presented Major Stan Wu with evidence that Clan Spar reneged on a contract. My people were hired to destroy transport ships full of young Jedi, but the Empire's target survived. If Clan Spar had accepted that contract, the Jedi would be dead. Rook framed us.
What did he stand to gain from your clan's destruction?
His motives don't matter. They can't save him. I've already begun my hunt for Tayari Rook. I will settle his debt to Clan Spar.
I guess you've been wondering how someone like me ever ended up with the Jedi, huh?
You don't really seem like the Jedi type.
They thought that too. I was always kind of the odd one out in my family. And believe me, it was not a small family. When they kicked me out, I went to Nar Shaddaa and met a Jedi who said all the weird stuff that happens to me is a connection to the Force.
Don't sell yourself short. You do plenty of weird stuff all on your own.
And you know, that was an issue. The Jedi are all about recruiting kids too young to know better, so there it was. Me and all these serene little kids. You've never known real rage until you've been lectured on controlling your emotions by a 4-year-old in a robe.
Avoid sanctimonious Jedi brats. Noted.
The kids were prigs, but at least they didn't pity me. The way my master used to look at me. I couldn't spend my life being the Jedi-class clown, you know. It was obvious I wasn't going to master the Force. Never even figured out how to work my dead master's lightsaber.
I've never met a Wookiee who was ashamed of being strong.
Captain, no good way to say this without sounding like bragging. Got a comm call from Ord Mantell, Governor's office. They've been keeping tabs on what we're doing, and... Captain, they're calling me a Republic hero. Ord Mantell's most storied native son.
You're a hero, Corso. I'm glad someone's acknowledging it.
It's not like they're building a statue or anything. Actually, they're asking for our help. Turns out the Separatists were backed by the Empire. They wanted to destabilize the government. When they were defeated, the Empire attacked outright. Horde drove them off, but they left behind some kind of EMP pulsar.
What's that do?
It's causing every droid on the planet to malfunction. Apparently, the thing is in orbit somewhere. They haven't been able to get a lock on the signal. But it's affected every droid, comlink, and terminal on the planet. Complete economic shutdown.
How do we help?
Thank you, Captain. It'd be nice to give something back to the world that raised me. They're asking us to go to Balmorra. The Empire's got disarm codes stored there, but Ord has no troops with the gear or training to go after them.
Do we know where on Balmorra?
The codes were stored in a cave with a bunch of other Imperial weapons. Should be a quick snatch and grab, as far as should takes us.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes. You're all right.
Magar! Magar! Answer me! We've been waiting for your all clear. Are you there? Blasted Imperials?
Who's that? Why would she be calling an Imperial soldier?
If they killed you, Magar, I've already sworn to hunt down every puss-ridden Emperor lover on this planet.
Hello?
You're not my husband. Why are you answering his comm?
We just fought a group of Imperial soldiers. One of them was wearing this comm.
Imperial? Oh, for the love of... Magar, you're too clever for your own good, you old rascal. I'm Dan Lazine, proud Balmoran and member of the Resistance against the Empire. My husband Magar stole an Imperial uniform. He and some friends were trying to get weapons to help us retake our town.
Stole a uniform. They weren't really Imperials?
Free Balmorans, everyone. Did anyone survive?
I wish they did.
I'm really sorry, ma'am. I wish there were better words for it. Is there any way we can make it up to you?
You're gonna think I'm a cold-hearted old battle axe, but I've lost my sons, my parents. Death's no stranger here. What we really need are those guns. Magar risked his life to get them. I hate to think he died for nothing.
Can Ord Mantell wait on these codes long enough for a side trip?
Captain, these men died because of our mistake.
Bring me the guns, and I'll pay fair price for the lot of them. We're in hiding behind Imperial lines. Magar's comms got the coordinates. So, you're the ones who killed my Magar. You look younger in person. It can't have been easy to get these guns here. Thank you. Now what do I owe you?
Danla, darling, I just heard the terrible news. It's a tough time for a woman to be alone out here. But don't worry, I won't let anyone take advantage of that.
She just lost her husband. Don't go nosing around.
Oh, you're her protector now. The way I understand it, you two just killed her husband. Maybe I should defend her from you.
I think Dan Lazine can decide for herself who she wants to talk to.
Aren't you too sweet? But this is my army, not Dan Lazine's. Whatever she's offering for those munitions, I'll double it.
I'm guessing you've got a strong opinion about this.
There's no amount of money that would make me give this brute a blaster. Ma'am, you still interested in buying these weapons?
Thank you, son. You're a good boy. I hope your mama appreciates that. Now, you move on out. We don't need you anymore.
What? This is my town.
You're no better than the Imperials. Go see if they'll have you. We'll take back Balmora on our own.
Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
That may be the biggest compliment you've ever paid me.
I like to mix a little praise with the insults. Keeps you off balance. I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work. Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
Why am I here, Captain? I've been clear about my reason for joining you, but I never understood what you want from me. Am I a hired gun, or is this something more?
It may have started that way, but now you're part of my crew. Your family.
We've a proverb. Ali Arisha Taldin. Family is more than bloodline, but it refers to adoption by a clan, not... Why did you assemble this crew? It is too momentous a decision to make on impulse. Do your loyalties truly lie with the Republic?
The Republic is a big, self-righteous pool of money, and I've got swimming privileges.
The Republic worships its own weakness. They waste their warriors defending those who cannot care for themselves. They call for loyalty to a government of strangers instead of a family and clan. You could do better.
Captain, I hope you took precautions not to be followed. I must remind you the very existence of our prison on Belsavis is top secret. Before you go further, you must swear to reveal nothing.
It's not like anyone listens to me anyway.
I'm serious. Our security is already compromised by the Empire. We can't risk word getting to the underworld. A few days ago, our prison here was breached. An Imperial airstrike, apparently coordinated with a massive prison break within. The planet is in chaos. Shock troops are arriving daily to contain it.
How did the Imperials find it?
We don't know. Help the Republic if you can, but getting Rogan's location from Ivory must remain your first priority. I can only authorize you to offer him certain deals. We cannot mitigate Ivory's sentence. If he cooperates, he can have 3 hours a day in the exercise yards. No company, no sharp objects. A bath once a week, private except for guard droids. If his information leads to Rogan the Butcher's arrest, he gets a single monitored holocall of his choosing.
Not the kind of guy you bring home to Mom. What else do I need to know?
Rogan the Butcher was Ivory's protege. If Ivory doesn't give him up, you have permission to be coercive. I've made arrangements with Marshal Cavarat at the Republic base. She'll be able to help you with anything you need.
Welcome to Macula Station, gateway to the Belsavis penal colonies. Feel free to ask me about our correctional facilities.
Can it, 05? This is a prison, not a tourist attraction. Warden Plate's already cleared you for entry, Captain. Just don't let me catch you sneaking in any contraband.
I'm a professional. I never get caught.
Huh. Funny. Normally, I'd confiscate your equipment, but the Warden wants you planetside ASAP. Given the situation, I figure he'll want you carrying.
What's happening now?
It's bad. Can't say much else. Just take the shuttle and report to the Warden immediately. And be careful, it's nasty down there.
Wasting my time. We're in a crisis. There are over 10,000 prisoners running loose. Most of the wardens are dead. Senator Dodonna is seriously overstepping herself if she thinks I'm gonna drop that to help you offer some madman an extra bedtime story.
I guess you feel strongly about this.
Whatever your guy did to land on Belsavis is reason enough to lock him up and wipe the key code. Prisoner number 91403, cell block 923A. This code will get you in a cell. Beyond that, I'm not interested.
Look, I'm not here to make things difficult.
Yeah, I get it. But when someone with your pool comes down, I'd rather see you working to make things right. The cells you're looking for were damaged in the strike. We're spread too thin to retake everything, so we threw that lot to the mob. Some prison gang took over, shut down all access.
So you picked a cell block holding one of the most brutal gangsters in history?
It's Belsavis. That's just the baseline. Look, you want to figure out which gang claims what and how hard they'll fight you for it? You gotta ask someone on the inside, same as us. Talk to Amikab. He's our best snitch. We've got him set up in the minimum security yard. Now I've got real work to do.
Nice of you to finally show up, Captain. Hope you're ready to get your hands dirty. I'm Warden Plate. This here's my second-in-command, Growl. Now, let's get one thing straight. This is my prison. You want to help out, bust a few heads? Fine. But you'll do things my way. Understand?
Somebody want to explain what's going on?
You haven't heard? Got ourselves a planet-wide stampede on our hands. This facility houses some of the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. It was one of the Republic's best-kept secrets until the Empire caught on.
Our guards found a subspace transmitter in one of the prison wards. Crude, but functional. It must have taken decades to scrap together.
Blasted thing led the Imperials right to us. They snuck in, sprang the prisoners, and blew open the armories in a single strike.
What were your guards doing while all this was going on? Sleeping?
My men are used to corralling inmates and breaking kneecaps. They're not trained to fight off Imperial troopers. The military's already sent a few elite detachments our way. Been about as useful as a tauntaun in a sandstorm.
Last we heard, they'd lost the deep prison. Encountered some unknown species in the maximum security wing. And they're getting pummeled.
Let them sweat. Our priority is securing this level. And that means stamping out a gang of lunatics calling themselves the Condemned. They're all second and third generation prisoners, born and raised right here in the prison. Just as twisted as the scum they're descended from.
Sounds like they got a pretty raw deal.
Save your sympathy. They're animals, every last one. Thanks to them, our security fields are down and our access to the armories has been cut off. We're sitting naked here. If we can retake the armories and get those fields back online, we'll be in business. Then we'll... Wait, what's that?
Warden! Return fire!
Better?
Seal off the wing! No one gets in or out without my say-so! Kelsa, how's the warden?
Dead, sir. Clean shot to the head. I think that makes you the new warden.
I hadn't thought of that.
Congrats on the promotion. Too bad about Plate, though.
Plate may have been a bit of a curmudgeon, but he performed his duties admirably. Securing this station is our first priority. Another ambush like that and we're through. Our security field should keep the prisoners out. Some condemned saboteurs trashed the field generator. The whole network is down.
Leave it to me, sir. A few tools, a little elbow grease, and I'll have that generator back up in no time.
That generator could still be crawling with prisoners. I'd feel a lot better knowing someone was watching her back.
She'll be safe. You have my word.
I'll hold you to that.
Just let me slip into something more blaster-resistant.
The generator isn't far. Just keep those lunatics away from Kelsa. Give them one for the warden.
That should do it. Throw the switch and cross your fingers.
Brawl here. It looks like that did it. The security fields just went up. Not a moment too soon. Even better, that boost jump-started the station's internal generators. We're rerouting power to them now.
We've got a lot more work cut out for us, don't we?
Afraid so. You did good. And thank you for looking after Kelsa. She's only a junior corrections officer. I'd hate to see anything happen to her. On that note, I just received intel from Republic Command that those condemned lunatics have already responded to our shield restoration. They just hit another armory. This one's unique, though. It's stocked with all kinds of prototype weaponry, including our new Magnetar rifles.
Magna what's it?
I'm not surprised you haven't heard of them. Few have. The Magnetar rifles were specifically designed to disrupt energy shields. The technology's experimental, but effective. Our security fields won't last against one of those things. A single shot takes a while to load up, but it could punch right through our defenses.
Why would you even carry that kind of weaponry?
I kept a few on hand after some prisoners got loose and barricaded themselves in their cells. Never thought they might be used against us. I need you to get to that armory and secure those weapons. Those maniacs escape with even one rifle. It's over for us. Try not to kill anyone if you can. There's been enough death already. Bring the rifles back to the station once you've retrieved them. Crawl out.
Here. These stun grenades should take the fight out of them.
You got it, Captain. You got it, Captain. There. Better? Anything you want, Captain.
Welcome back. Glad to see you made it, and with all the rifles no less. I appreciate you keeping the body count to a minimum. The last thing we need is to provoke the rioters even further. With the shield generator online and the Magnetar rifles back in our hands, we'll be safe for a while. Thank you.
It's so hard to be humble, knowing how great I am.
Wish I had 50 more like you. Good news. We finally have a lead on the Condemned's ringleader. Found this holo recording on one of Plate's assassins. Take a look.
Brothers, sisters, I am Niranos. Like you, I was born into captivity, shackled by the crimes of my ancestors. Our forefathers rot in the bowels of this prison, their debt to the Republic repaid in full. Yet, here we remain, guiltless. We must stand united against this injustice. Together we will tear down these walls and seize our freedom.
It goes on from there, but you get the idea. This guy is bad news. He's cunning, ruthless, and worst of all, charismatic.
Sounds like he has every reason to be upset.
Don't buy into the whole hero of the people routine. He's injected just enough truth into his rants to rally his followers. Niranos is dangerous, but he's just a puppet. The Empire's been using him to provoke the inmates. Fortunately, they slipped up.
That's right. I isolated several audio cues from the recording and got a fix on its origin. Could be their headquarters.
This is the break we've been waiting for. Now that we know where they're hiding, we can finally take the fight to them.
Why are Imperials fraternizing with convicts?
The Empire's been egging them on in hopes of escalating the riots. May get more than they bargained for. Niranos and his Imperial cohorts are the brains behind the Condemned. We take them out, we end this riot. Get to their hideout. If Niranos is there, eliminate him. Otherwise, find out what they're up to. Any insight could go a long way.
I can't wait to see the look on their faces when I roll in there.
I'm sorry I won't be around to see it. Hang on to those stun grenades Kelsa gave you. Kill the Imperials if you like, but again, I'd prefer the prisoners were subdued non-lethally. Contact me when you've cleared out of the base. I'll be waiting for your report.
Grawl, the leaders aren't here. And you're gonna want to hear this.
A neural disruptor? Can they even do that?
It's possible, sir. Would incapacitate us all. However, I should be able to recalibrate the security shields to block out its effects.
Do it. I don't want to be a twitching, drooling heap when the Condemned get here. That's one crisis averted. But you better get back here fast. Once they realize the disruptor didn't work, they'll attack in force.
I'll be there as quick as I can.
Hurry back as soon as you can. Grawl out.
Picture.
It's too late. We held them off for a while, but they broke through. Most of our personnel fell back to the armory, but Kelsa, she was a model officer. Those animals cut her down without a second thought. Would have been a massacre if you hadn't warned us about that disruptor. Oh, they'll die for this. The Condemned, the Imperials, and Niranos.
I'll hunt down every last one of them.
Do what you have to do. They're barricaded in the control room. We prevented them from slicing the central terminal remotely. Now they're trying to access it manually. I saved one of the Magnetar rifles for you. Should get you through the security fields. Get in there and finish this.
How do you work this thing? This antiquated tech is older than... Nero knows? Company.
Your infamy precedes you, Captain. Tales of your exploits have breached even these walls. I'm glad our paths have finally crossed.
What's your game, Neranos?
I seek only justice. Neither I nor my comrades have committed any crime against the Republic. We will have our freedom, one way or another.
Do shut up, Neranos. No one wants to hear another speech. Just kill this upstart.
We came to negotiate, Imperial. Fight your own battles.
Speak for yourself. I'll take a fistful of Imperial credits over your crusade any day.
At least a few of you animals know the meaning of loyalty. As for you, Neranos, you can die with the rest.
Right out of fiction.
My own men, throwing me to the Imperials for a few credits. Only a lifetime in prison will breed that kind of desperation. But please, put down your weapon and let us speak. No one else needs to die today. I would have negotiated sooner, but those Imperial watchdogs wouldn't allow it.
I thought they were your allies. Why the sudden change of heart?
The Empire's aims were never ours. They extended a helping hand, only to catch us by the throat. But if words are not enough, allow me to prove my sincerity. Attention, my fellow condemned. This is Neranos. Lay down your arms. It's time we resolve this peacefully.
Stop right there, you murdering scum! You won't poison this prison anymore! Why are you just standing there? Kill that lunatic so we can end this madness!
Grawl, you're kind of ruining this whole peaceful resolution thing.
You're not gonna listen to that madman, are you? How could you just forget everything he's done?
Neither I nor any of the condemned have ever been convicted of a crime. We merely inherited our ancestors' sentences. All we want is our freedom. Perhaps a small piece of land on Belsavis, where we can live in peace. We deserve that much.
Only thing this nutcase deserves is a blaster bolt between the eyes. If you don't kill him, I will!
You've heard our demands. Do what you will. Just know that I'll die before I return to that cell.
Neranos is willing to forget the past, Grawl. It's time you did the same. Do the right thing, and help him settle his people.
Yes, you're right. This has gone too far. You'll have your freedom, Neranos. You're going to work for it. I expect you and your people to help us restore order here.
Agreed. And thank you for seeing reason. We will not forget this.
Behave yourself, or I'll come back for your head.
We fought hard for this freedom. We're not about to squander it.
The sector is more or less secure now, but a Colonel Hauer has been asking for assistance in the high security wing. I told him I didn't have any men to spare, but that you might be able to lend a hand. He's expecting you now. You go on ahead. We've got things under control here. Just be careful. The innermost wings are real madhouses.
I need to find a way into cell block 923A.
Jochimwampa la Haguachikuska, Ompasa Topiska. Ajipakulia Grancha. Chipokma Utrugisa, Choboba if Kaftu Anjawa.
I'm on the guard side this time. What kind of perks are you looking for?
Tuka puka fukrida. Vota mikrita chai chai. Tubatulia musta. O grande tempo do mukitonka.
Talking about on or off-site?
Seta uka uba ziziki. Kava tuta omiska kava des wamata. Nera disa slemo crispa. Tokanki kon kikopa.
Anything else about this place I should know?
Nagoliji watahompa, mulira watawampa. Tubatulia musta, o grande tempo do mukitonka. Jeska koliraka kanchanga, bomba konchinka. Jiska kava koyota, tu banda bakawanki.
There. Better? There. Better? There. Better?
Colonel Hauer, Warden Grawl told me you could use a hand here.
That's right, heard you put down a riot in his neck of the woods. Heck of a feat.
Certainly piqued my interest. Senator Tudos, chairman of the Penal Oversight Committee. Delighted to finally meet you. Maybe later we could talk about shifting some sensitive cargo to my estates on Coruscant.
Senator, focus.
Right. Things have spiraled out of control here. Thousands of prisoners on the loose. Segregation thrown out the door. A veritable frenzy of interspecies violence.
You kept the prisoners segregated? What for?
These criminal types are notoriously intolerant of other species. The genocide we've seen here only proves it. Our biggest concern is a tribe of Ratataki called the Blood of Talith. A bunch of raving fanatics bent on slaughtering every other species. They are ambitious, crafty. Recently took to ambushing warden droids and stripping away their power cores.
Intel suggests they're compiling the stolen power cores into one massive bomb. Probably mean to blast their way out of here.
Pretty resourceful for a bunch of murderous lunatics.
They're organized, I'll give them that. If the Ratataki break free, they'll kill anyone they find. Guards, prisoners.
Not to mention senators. You've got to disable that bomb and contain this madness.
Isn't that in your job description?
Ensuring the senators' immediate safety is my top priority right now. It'd probably be best to keep the Ratataki from acquiring any more power cores. If you can retrieve some of the power cores they stole, we should be able to modify the warden droids to prevent future tampering.
Dismantling that bomb comes first, though. There should be a security terminal somewhere in the area. Report in when you've defused the bomb.
There. Better?
Senator, I've disarmed the bomb. The Ratataki aren't going anywhere.
Excellent. A crisis contained is a crisis controlled. I'll inform Colonel Hauer at once.
Gino Hagwa, Buntogu, Chubalonkaku, Subala wa Unikupa, Domtitak Makichisa.
What's that? Is someone else there?
Guanachuta, Kasayali, Koireto, Kankikong.
Is there something you haven't told me?
Agua Bosca Puño, Bosca!
That's enough. I am a member of the Republic Senate. I don't answer to the likes of you. Colonel Hauer and I were overseeing a military exercise of sorts. Project Noble Focus. We tested prisoners of varying species against one another and analyzed the results. All entirely consensual.
Kavaji Oto, Takogo Hota, no Pisto Bampaula.
In here, I thought all the scum around here were behind bars.
Everything I did for the good of the Republic. Surely a few prisoners' lives don't outweigh that.
Unda Kavakio Topa Bubanda Baka, Murishaneta. Kiko bo kili. Ota bunki donko. Patagawata.
How have you survived the Ratataki all this time?
Mi bonua tuipe dite bok baktra wanawanga. Kipona male tota ad mishka kabanotasema. Chiliska chananga waning chikospa inigo dade.
Don't waste your time with filth like him. He made his bed, now I can lie in it.
You'll be safe in the minimum security wing. I can tell you how to get there.
Fapa. Giowanta hompa muli. Rabampaula.
If you're done fraternizing with prisoners, we can use you back at the base. There are new developments. Colonel Howard can fill you in when you get here. We'll talk more then.
Senator Tudos told me you defused the bomb. Not a moment too soon. And I see you brought back the stolen power cores. I'll have our engineers start modifying the Warden droids immediately.
The Ratataki still have the run of the wing, but at least we've contained them. For now.
We need to talk about Project Noble Focus.
There'll be time enough for that once the Ratataki have been dealt with. Focus on the crisis at hand for now.
Our satellites have picked up a large number of Ratataki in the Nemoidian compound. Up to their usual antics.
Here I was, hoping it was just a social call.
The satellite images we've seen are pretty grisly. Far as we can tell, they're butchering the Nemoidians.
Don't the Ratataki ever sleep?
Apparently not. It's been a steady stream of mayhem since they escaped. We've confirmed that Solkaz, the Blood of Talath's ringleader, is personally overseeing this latest massacre.
He's everything you could want in a fanatical leader. Loud, ruthless, and utterly demented.
Eliminating Solkaz will take the fight out of the Ratataki. Show them who's in charge. You've got to get down there and stop him.
When I get back, we're gonna have a little chat about this project of yours.
Fine, just get it done.
Expect a bloody fight. Solkaz rarely does anything without someone dying.
Make sure it's not you.
You're all right.
That stench. Almost as bad as the Nemoidians. And your face. Disgusting. I will cut it off.
I'm shaking in my boots. Promise.
You laugh now. You will scream later. Your body will be discarded with the rest of the Nemoidian filth. Your head, I keep. And the lizards, they shall eat well tonight.
It's done. Solkaz fell in battle.
There, you see, Grawl? Problem solved.
You created that murdering slime, Senator. As far as I'm concerned, you're the problem.
You remember the Warden? Afraid he doesn't much care for our little project.
Your little project jeopardized the entire prison and violated countless ethics laws. You should be put away.
I thought the project was classified. How'd you find out about it?
few prisoners escaped and found their way here. We're scared half to death, rambling on about secret experiments and war games.
Spare me the show. The Republic has poured countless resources into containing these degenerates. It's high time we got something in return.
And we have. Project Noble Focus has given us a world of insight into the different species' strengths and limitations. Just think, entire campaigns planned with each species' capabilities in mind, our wartime efficiency will skyrocket.
Your project drove the Ratataki to murder. That should tell you something.
Yeah, the Ratataki are some tough customers. Lesson learned. Whatever your feelings, this project, and our involvement in it, needs to remain classified.
Think of the backlash if this gets out. Every planet in the Republic will be up in arms. Entire systems could secede over this. Surely a few dead convicts aren't worth all that.
Don't use the Republic to cover up your part in this. You broke the law.
That's right. It might get ugly, but the Republic needs to hear about this. I expect to see you back here real soon, Senator.
We'll see.
That settles that. Now to bigger concerns. We've got trouble in the maximum security wing. General Skyless says some unidentified species is tearing through his men. Deep prison is where the true horrors of Belsavis lie. If Skyless can't stop them, all this will have been for nothing. Help him.
Chest hurts.
Try not to breathe, son. Ribs broken, almost punctured your lung. Gonna try and move it.
General Skylast, we've lost the bridge. Enemies smashed through, heading right for us.
Knew we couldn't hold them long. Tell everyone to fall back. We'll make our stand here. Welcome to the front lines, Captain. Hope you're looking for a fight. Pretty soon, we'll be up to our elbows and kill crazy warmongers.
I'm not going anywhere. Not while your men still have credits to their name. Bazak, anyone?
Maybe when we're done here. Imperials got careless, opened something they shouldn't have, unleashed an entire army on us, some species we've never seen. They're called Eshka, remnants of a galaxy-spanning civilization predating the Republic. Couldn't play nice and got sentenced here. Permanently.
Things were bad enough when we only had riots to deal with. Now we've got a whole army on the loose?
Well, at least they're not taking sides. Imperials have been getting hit as hard as we have. These Eshka are relentless. Been hammering us non-stop. Won't be long before they overrun us. We need a diversion, something to put them on the defensive and stall their momentum. That's where you come in.
A diversion will slow them down, but it won't stop them.
This diversion could be the game-changing act we need to turn the tide of this battle. We've pinpointed two potential targets. A supply depot and an outpost housing some of the Eshka's key leaders. Hitting either of those ought to draw their warriors back and allow us to retake some ground.
The Eshka will be nothing without a chain of command.
They're holed up in an outpost right now, probably planning something horrible for us. Kill every last one of them. You're still welcome to go after the supply depot. Dangerous, but every bit helps. I'll see if I can get some more answers about these Eshka while you're out. Good hunting.
you're all right. You ever get the feeling we're in over our heads?
Saw that the door was opened. Your man Ivory, is he there? You reach him in time?
In time for what?
I've got alerts in every ward. There's a new breakout, supermax cells across the planet. Places that weren't touched by the strike. Turns out everyone was part of Ivory's syndicate. He's gathering his people, Captain. And the worst part is, they're not going for the surface. They're heading further in, to the heart of Balsavis.
Wouldn't you rather have him here than escaping off-world?
Look, I know there's secrets down in those vaults way above my clearance. Secrets important enough for the Republic to spend billions to hide, and dangerous enough that they keep us marshals up here and send Spec Force to the vaults. And Ivory is the last man who should get his hands on whatever they're protecting.
So, what exactly is in these vaults?
Gossip says there's aliens down there no one's ever seen, and they're fighting to get out. If that question means you're willing to take point on hunting Ivory, thank you. I had no one left to ask. Search Ivory's cell for any clues where he might have gone, and call me if you find anything.
Why can't things be easy? Just once.
tight. I'm trying to get a fix on your location. I'm just gonna zoom in. Look how smooth that stone is. That's not new work. Ivory could have been loose in the wards for years.
So, prison management maybe isn't the Republic's strong suit?
Locking our worst offenders together in a place we don't even understand? Only a bunch of senators sitting safe on Coruscant could have thought that up. I do have good news. We've still got one of Ivory's collaborators in custody. Number 91406, female Ratataki. Name, Shraja. She's part of a classified prisoner rehabilitation program not far from here. I suggest you find out what she knows before Ivory makes her disappear. Call me.